Hello, are you here to debate?
Yes.
All right. What's your name, age, pronouns?
I don't have pronouns because I'm a man.
Sorry, say the
And
sentence again.
my name is Steven.
I'm sorry, Steve, say that first
And
sentence one more time.
what was that?
I couldn't hear you. Say that first sentence one more time.
Okay, I don't have pronouns.
Okay. Can you tell me you don't have pronouns without using a pronoun in the sentence?
Without using the word pronouns.
No, don't.
I
No,
identify.
hold on. You said I don't use pronouns. Totally fine if you don't use pronouns. But can you tell me you don't use pronouns without using a pronoun when you tell me you don't use pronoun? Because I don't know if you know this, but I is a pronoun.
Okay. Don't have one.
Don't have one what?
Pronoun.
Don't have pronoun?
Yeah.
Okay. For the rest of the conversation, I'm going to hold you to this. Anytime you use a pronoun, you're going to hear this noise, okay? So if you use a pronoun, that's the noise you're going to hear, okay? So I'm totally fine with you not having pronouns. Just for the rest of the conversation, that's what you'll hear. Can you give me your age, please?
57.
Great. What were you here to debate about?
Well, we can start with the transgender or why I like Trump.
Sorry, you used a pronoun again.
Of course you're going to do that.
Yeah, you used a pronoun. You said you don't have pronouns. Don't use them.
But now here's the problem. Okay, I'm trying to phrase this correctly.
Use another one.
Well, yeah. So me.
That's a pronoun.
See, that's the problem with you guys.
What's with you? You use pronoun. What's the problem?
Of course. Okay. I'm going to get buzzed a lot. But you want to identify everyone else with something that you think is important.
You? Oh, damn, that's crazy. You again? Steven, I'm going by your assertion that you don't have pronouns. You don't like them.
How do I refer to myself? Wait, hold on. How do I refer to myself without using a pronoun? A pronoun is for self-identification. Identifying myself is as I, even though you don't like it.
How do you refer to yourself without pronouns? Damn, that's a good point. Almost like that's why I asked you what your pronouns were at the start of the conversation.
Then my pronouns should be sir.
You want your pronouns to be sir?
My pronoun is a sir.
Your pronoun is sir, so you use neopronouns. Sir is a
But I don't use them as a label. You want to label everything.
You don't use pronouns as a label.
Feel better.
You don't use pronouns as a label?
No. I go into a store. They say hi. I say hi back. No one asked me my pronouns. When I went to work, no one asked me my pronouns. They knew what I was. Because I didn't have to identify myself as something.
Cool. I'm asking you to identify yourself, right?
But you see, you don't need to. Listen to my voice. Do I sound like a male?
You sound like both.
I doubt that highly.
I don't.
See, when I seen your picture, I identified you as a male.
Cool.
That was good enough.
Am I looking at your picture?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
I don't really have my photo up on the internet because I've been, how shall we put it, abused by liberal Democrats who think they know better than I do on how I want to live my life.
You've been abused by liberal Democrats. In what way?
Oh, yeah. I've been called every filthy name in the book. I've been a Nazi. Let me see. Nazi was always their favorite.
Do you
communist
espouse Nazi worldviews?
Piece of shit.
Do you espouse Nazi worldviews?
No.
Okay. Do you believe in the white replacement theory?
No.
Okay.
It's kind of stupid.
Cool.
But what I do believe in
Mhm.
is not giving somebody something for free.
Why not?
Well, I had to earn everything in my life. Do you know I worked for 2 years before I bought my first car?
So you don't think we should
I
give
rode a
people stuff
bicycle
for
or,
free because like you'd be mad that you didn't get stuff for free? What if we also give you stuff for
well,
free?
like what? Name one thing you guys give us for free.
What do you want? Well, wait, that depends. What state do you live in? Do you live in a red state or a blue state?
Well, I used to live in both, between the
Right,
two states.
right now, do you live in a red or a blue?
Red, I picked it on purpose.
Oh, well then you get most of your state's budget for free.
Not really.
Yes.
I pay
Red,
taxes every year.
that's not what I mean. Red states are primarily funded via the taxes from blue states.
Now, that's bullshit.
It's not actually.
Yes, it is. And here's why.
It's not actually.
How much money is California in debt?
We're not talking
Since
about
that's your favorite blue state.
We're not talking about debt. We're talking about revenue from tax revenue. Tax revenue is then split up. Yeah, the tax revenue is then split up by the federal government and given as funding through federal taxes, then split up funding and send funding to each of the states. So
And yet Arkansas has a revenue surplus of $240 million. Surplus.
Cool.
They've had that approximately the last 5 years.
We're not talking state taxes. We're talking federal.
Same thing. No, the revenue generated by each state goes to the federal government.
For federal taxes.
Correct?
Yes. For federal taxes, yes.
Okay. Now, the federal government disperses taxes based on need. Now, as the state wastes the money, like in California, they're at a negative amount.
Incorrect.
I think California is like $1 billion in debt.
California pays more into the federal government than they use from the federal government.
And that's what you keep saying. But now here's the thing. Let's look at it. Where does the money in California go? When California receives their reimbursement from the federal government, where does that money go?
To a litany of places. But what I'm talking about is that California pays more than they receive from the federal government.
They pay more than they receive.
Yes.
Okay. But now, here's the thing. When California pays all that money and they get billions back, because they do, where does it go?
What are you talking about?
Okay.
It can go wherever they want it to go. That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, they send it to illegal aliens. Hold on.
I could care less if they send it.
They give free Medicare, free medical to illegals.
They should. They should get free medical care. Yeah.
Absolutely. No, they should get deported.
No, they should get free medical care.
If you enter the country illegally, you should be deported immediately.
Disagree.
No free shit.
Disagree, but this is you obfuscating off the point. Why do you get free stuff? Why do states?
I don't.
Wait, you said
I don't get shit.
Wait. You said you're in a red state, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I don't get free shit.
Yes, you do. Your state's money is spent on stuff for your state, like your roads and your all this other shit. You pay more. You pay less in a red state to the federal government than what the federal government sends you every year. That's getting free stuff.
No, it ain't.
If I give
I don't receive jack.
Steven, if I give somebody $50 and they give me back $100, did I get a free $50?
No.
I'm sorry.
Because it wasn't free. They took it from somebody else to give it to you.
Let's just do some math again. If I give someone $50 and I get back $100, did I get a free $50? It's not
free money. You stole it from somebody else.
Is it free to me?
They still took it from somebody else.
Is it free to me?
No.
No, it's not free to me. What did I pay for it?
You first gave them a loan
No, I didn't
for
give them a loan.
$50.
I didn't give them a loan.
No. Okay, that's what it would be called.
No, it wouldn't.
Unless you're just walking over handing someone 50.
That's not a loan.
If you give money to somebody else with expectations you're getting paid back, that's a loan.
Okay, what is it called if I give
Kinda
them
like
money
the
and then they
student
give me back more? Because that's not a loan. A loan doesn't work out that I get more money at the end from paying a loan.
Actually, it does. When you take a loan from a bank, do you pay the bank more when you return the money?
So your claim is that red states are giving a loan to the federal government, and when the federal government pays them back, they're paying some level of interest on it.
See, and I always love, and now this is one of your things. Now, to be honest, I don't think the state should get any money from the federal government unless there's an emergency.
Okay, so how would your states operate with losing a bunch of their revenue?
Right now, we could lose $285 million, and it wouldn't affect the state at all.
You think so?
I'm positive. Last year, they just had look up Arkansas revenue. I don't have access to my computer. Look up Arkansas revenue. How much they had left over at the end of the year? 200. It was right around 250 million.
Okay, so then Arkansas should give back all of its federal money.
Yeah, they should.
So they're just keeping that money for what reason?
Actually, I think I'm not exactly sure, but I think what they're going to do is they're going to take all their surplus revenue, put it into an account that self-generates and increases revenue. That would be the smartest thing for them to do.
Do you want to know how much Arkansas received from the federal government?
Sure.
Okay. So let's just, before I do, I want to confirm the claim. If Arkansas gave up its federal dollars received, it would be fine because you have a surplus of $367 million.
Yeah.
Arkansas received $1 billion from the federal government.
Okay, then at most we would need 750 million.
So what I'm hearing is you actually wouldn't survive without the money from the federal government.
Yeah, we would. The people in Arkansas would survive.
Your surplus would be gone.
Yeah, don't matter. But the people in Arkansas would survive. Just like, you remember that tornado a couple of years ago? Probably not, you weren't in it. But I was. Do you know we had zero FEMA help? Zero.
What year?
2 to 3 years ago. It was a massive tornado that hit Arkansas, Oklahoma. It was a biggie.
Are you talking about the tornado from March and April?
Not this year. We have tornadoes roughly every year.
Mm-hmm. I'm showing that there hasn't been a single year where Arkansas did not receive disaster relief funds from FEMA. So can you be more specific?
And that's really funny because, be honest, we had a barn destroyed, multiple trees destroyed. Right? We cut our own way.
Well, you wouldn't. Well, you're upset that you didn't receive any assistance, but you've already told me you don't want free stuff. So why would we give you assistance?
No, I would at least like them to drive down the road and go,
you said you want no free
problem?
You said you want no free
things.
No, wait. You've made this assertion.
It would have been pretty damn it would have been pretty damn good if they would have came out and said, "Hey, do you need any assistance?" They didn't even do that.
Why you don't want you don't want the assistance? What does it matter?
I would have refused it.
So then what does it matter if you want them to just waste their time when there are other people that need assistance that want it? You would rather they waste their time coming up to you and saying, "Oh my gosh, Steven, do you need assistance?" For you to just go, "No, I don't want it."
Well, unlike you, I wouldn't have been whining, but it would have been,
Who's whining?
Hey,
You've been the person whining this whole
is
time.
everything okay here? Do you need assistance?
Do you know, Steven, do you know how you get FEMA assistance money?
You beg for it.
You go online, you fill out a form.
Well, let's see. When you have no electricity, no Wi-Fi, no nothing.
Mm-hmm. You know how long
How do you go online?
Do you know how long you have to fill out the form?
No, I don't.
Okay, let's look. Let's see. You have, let's see. You have 10 days to contact a FEMA inspector.
Yeah, we didn't have power for 10 days.
Okay, but you weren't going to contact them anyway, right?
Wouldn't need to. I had everything handled.
Then what are you complaining about? The fact that nobody gave you assistance.
No,
what are you complaining about? Why are you complaining that no one gave you assistance when you don't want assistance?
No, the point is they could have checked.
What does it matter if they check?
No people in the county.
What would it matter if they check? What would it matter?
God. See, and that's you're typical liberal. But
typical liberal. You're the one who didn't want help. Why should they waste the resources going to check on you if you don't want help?
To see if someone died.
Did you?
No.
Oh, okay.
But that ain't the point. The point is...
The point is you do want free stuff. You want them to waste resources to go check on you.
Well, actually, it wasn't me that I was more concerned about. It was my neighbor. They had like 12 trees in the road, and I didn't have a chainsaw big enough to cut them.
How did the trees get out of the road?
Eventually, some other neighbors came in.
Okay, then you guys were fine.
And cut them out. Yeah, because we did it ourselves, not FEMA.
You didn't want FEMA's help.
I didn't. They did. They could have used it.
Did they try to contact
They could have used the help.
Did they try to contact?
But it wasn't
you're not
even
going to get you're not going to get any FEMA help anyway because it's being defunded right now. So it's a moot point, right?
Now, but hey, they spent a hell of a lot of money in other states.
Yeah, those other states might have needed it. And did those other states ask for it? And they spent money in Arkansas. Arkansas received FEMA money because Arkansas asked for FEMA money. Did you ask for FEMA money? No. If you have an issue with the way your municipality in your county worked, and you're mad that your county didn't come find you, that's not FEMA's job to come find you, right? That's not their job. That would be up to your county. If you have an issue with your county, that's on you guys. Talk to your county representatives.
Actually, I talked to the sheriff's office, but that was a different thing.
Okay. If you have issues with the fact that the sheriff's office didn't come out and look and see if you guys were okay.
No, actually, the sheriff's office, I called about my neighbor, and they were the ones that came out.
So you were able to call?
Yeah.
But you couldn't have called FEMA.
12 days later.
Mm-hmm.
After the storm, it was 12 days.
Okay.
Luckily, some redneck neighbors came over and did the work for free.
Okay. So your neighbors came over and did the work for free. I thought you said no free stuff.
No, they did it on their own time, on their own dime.
Why didn't you pay them?
The government didn't help them.
Why didn't you pay your neighbors?
Why didn't I pay my neighbors?
Yes, you said you don't. You said you don't like free stuff. Okay, but if they had said, "Well, we're going to come over and help you," you would have paid them, right?
I would have gave them gas. You know, once I got it out, they would have had gas for their stuff and all that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But again, just so that we're staying on track, you're totally fine with Arkansas giving back their $1 billion in federal funding.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Do you know what the operating budget of Arkansas is?
No. I know it's not much. a lot lower than other places.
Well, it's a smaller state, so I'd assume it's lower than the bigger states. Because it's
Well,
smaller.
I'm definitely. Are you looking it up right now?
It's about 6.5 billion.
Little higher than what I think it should be, but
And you want, and just
happens.
confirming you're okay with ditching 1 billion of that.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as you're fine not taking free stuff, like you said.
Well,
now here's
that
a
also means
here's a question. Here's a question. You made this assertion that like undocumented immigrants also get free stuff. What free stuff do they get?
illegal, not undocumented.
They are undocumented.
You know, that's like using the word migrant.
They are migrants.
No, they're not.
They are.
I've met migrants. I've worked with migrants.
What is a migrant?
A migrant is someone who comes to this country, assimilates,
No.
learns English,
Already
and all that
wrong.
other.
You're already wrong.
And then goes for their
A migrant is
citizenship.
literally just somebody who moves to another country. That's it.
No,
Yes.
they assimilate.
Nope. They just move. You want them to
Where is
assimilate
that?
because other cultures freak you out, but they just move there.
No,
Where is that? Here you
Yeah,
go.
no,
Oxford
that's stupid.
Oxford Language Dictionary. Migrant, a person who moves from one place to another.
Okay, with the intention of staying.
Nope.
But do they bring their culture
either
and
temporarily
you follow
or
their
permanently?
rules?
I'm sorry?
Do they? Okay, I would like here. Let's send an American over to Germany.
Do they bring their culture?
No, do they insist you follow their culture?
No. They don't even do that here.
Yeah, they do.
How?
Basically, when I'm on it, I was a construction worker. Trust me, I've seen tons of illegals.
Migrants.
And that's what they are. They admit it.
They're migrants.
They entered the country illegally.
Mm-hmm. Migrants, yep.
No, illegals.
Yes, the migrants, yeah.
No, illegals. Let's get the definition correct.
Migrants.
If you enter the country without permission...
Are they people who move from one place to another? Yes, then they're migrants. Great.
If you enter a country without permission, you're an illegal. Now, could you go over to Japan?
Did they move here from one location to another? Oh, okay, then they're migrants. Great.
No. You move to Japan without their permission and see what happens.
You're still a migrant.
You move to Germany without their permission.
You'd still be a migrant.
You move to Poland without their permission.
You would
see
still
what
be
happens.
A migrant. So I just want to. Somebody in chat mentioned this, and I think this is pretty accurate. So you actually don't mind labels. You said at the start you don't like labels. But it seems like you're really hard set on this label. Why is that?
Well, this label is because I'm trying to think of the word. It's technically lying.
It's lying.
It's a lie.
What's a lie?
What you're saying is a lie.
Did they move from one place to another, Stephen?
Did they have permission?
Is that in the definition?
Doesn't matter.
Yes,
that is part of the definition of illegal. Entering without permission.
Okay. The people who are here, who entered into the country, who came without
permission.
Hold on. Let's go through this. Those. Ooh.
Hello?
Sorry. What was I asking you? I was asking you something. I don't even remember. Just confirming. You want to make sure that they're called illegal immigrants, right?
Yeah.
So if you do something illegal, can I call you an illegal citizen?
No, you can call me a criminal.
Why can't I just call you an illegal citizen? You're a
because
citizen
I'm here legally.
No, but you're a citizen who committed an illegal act, right?
No, I am a citizen who committed an illegal act, which makes me a criminal.
Can't I
a
just
criminal
call you
in
an
that
illegal
area.
citizen?
Hmm?
Can't I just call you an illegal
I
citizen?
didn't. No, because that's a bad definition.
Why?
Okay, a citizen who commits a crime is a criminal.
Mhm.
A person who enters the country illegally is an illegal.
What does it mean to be illegal?
It means you enter the country,
No, just like the definition of illegal, like in general.
you broke the law on immigration.
No, just the definition of illegal in general.
Someone who entered the country without
No,
permission.
just the definition of the word illegal.
I'm actually not sure on that.
You don't know the
But I
definition
know
of the singular word illegal.
I know what the singular word illegal means.
So what does it mean?
You broke the law entering the country.
Okay, no. Steven, I'm not talking about illegal immigrants. I'm just asking what the word illegal means.
It means you violated the law.
Okay, so if you violate the law, why can't I call you illegal?
Because I'm an American citizen.
Well, you violated the law.
And therefore, because I violated the law, I'm a criminal.
Okay, so they would just be criminals.
Criminal aliens.
Sure, you can call them criminal aliens.
That's actually a good definition. Not quite perfect, but they're definitely not migrants.
You know what definition we use in like legal code to talk about them?
You call them migrants.
Undocumented migrants, yeah. Because undocumented by its nature means that they're not citizens of the country.
Right.
There you go. So they're undocumented migrants. Because by the nature of the law, they are not a registered citizen, which makes them an undocumented migrant. Now, you're assuming that the bulk of them came in illegally. That's your assumption. You don't know that about anybody who's undocumented. You don't know how they got here. You're just assuming they got here illegally.
Let me see. After watching multiple videos, a lot of them just walked across the border.
Holy shit. I watch videos too. Walking across the border, right? In and of itself is not an illegal act.
Makes them what? Walking across the border without permission.
No, the intent is what matters.
A good example. I've got a great example for you.
Hold on. The intent is what matters.
They intended to come here.
Yes,
no matter what.
Intending to come here is not what's illegal.
No. But entering when they walked across the border without proper previous authorization.
Oh, no, that's incorrect, actually.
What?
So anybody who comes into the country, no matter how they come in, they have 2 years to seek asylum. If they seek asylum within that 2 years, it means the act of them coming in was not a criminal act. It was not illegal because they sought asylum. That's written into our legal code. This is why in U.S. Code 8 U.S. Code 1325, where it talks about improper entry by an alien, it specifically details that they must come in by willfully false or misleading representation or the willful concealment of a material fact.
And also, when they enter the country, where are they supposed to cross?
For asylum, they can come anywhere. It doesn't have to be at a port of entry.
See, now, according to the
Asylum
I don't remember
code,
what it's called.
According to 8 U.S. Code 1158, which is the asylum code, it says any alien who is physically present in the United States or who arrives in the United States, whether or not at a designated port of arrival, may seek asylum.
Yeah, but now when you look at the immigration laws, it says you have to become a citizen. You have to go through the port
if they fail,
of entry.
if they go to asylum, if their asylum case is dismissed, or they're found not being able to seek asylum, and then they don't leave, then they're in violation of the law.
Just a second. I thought I had another call coming in.
Nope. So if you enter into the country at any time or place other than at a designated other than as designated by immigration officers, or eludes examination or inspection by immigration officers, or attempts to enter or obtains entry to the United States by willfully false or misleading representation or the willful concealment of material fact, shall for the first commission of any sense offense be fined under Title 18 or imprisoned not more than 6 months, or both, and for a subsequent commission of any such offense be fined under Title 18 or imprisoned not more than 2 years, or both. So that's if you just enter. Now, if you enter and you seek asylum, then you fall under U.S. Code 1158. And U.S. Code 1158, any alien who is physically present in the United States or who arrives in the United States, whether or not at a designated port of arrival, and including an alien who is brought to the United States after having been interdicted in international or United States waters, irrespective of such alien status, may apply for asylum in accordance with this section or, where applicable, Section 1225B of this title.
Okay. Now, here's my thing with the illegals. My brother-in-law, he came to this country, granted he's Canadian, but he came to this country legally.
Good for him.
Yeah, it took him 10 years.
That's a bad thing.
And cost him about $22,000.
That's a bad thing.
Why?
It shouldn't take somebody 10 years to immigrate. It shouldn't cost someone that much money to immigrate.
But he did it legally.
I don't care. He shouldn't have had to go through those hoops.
See, and you know what? I'm glad he went through those hoops. Not because he's my brother-in-law or anything like that. It shows he was willing to do things. He was willing to put up with a lot of stuff to get to this country legally.
Why does it matter if someone's willing to put up with a lot of bullshit? What is that? Why is that a good thing? Why is that like a net positive?
Well, it's kind of like it shows your desire is true, if that makes sense.
What desire?
The desire to become an American.
The only thing I need to see to prove that your desire to move here and live here as a citizen is true is you telling me I want to move.
I'm saying that's not right.
Why?
Okay, I'm trying to find a good example. Examples are always great. Okay. Now, okay, say I want to move to Japan. Should I just be able to waltz into their doorstep and say, I want to be Japanese?
I want to be a
Trust me,
Japanese
I don't.
citizen? Yes, you should be able to do that.
But now, Japan has rules, a whole culture that is entirely different from mine.
So?
Language, everything.
So?
Right?
What does that matter?
Well, because if I'm going to be Japanese, I should learn their language, learn their culture, study their culture, and be able to take care of myself.
What is American culture?
Americans, they do have it's a weird culture. It's a mix of British, French, some Mexican. It's kind of a blending of cultures.
So then America doesn't have a culture. We just leech our cultures off of other cultures.
Well, actually, America is one of the youngest countries in the world. So we don't leech nothing. You come to America, we see something you like, we
literally
leached.
We literally leached the very land me and you are standing on. What are you talking about?
We didn't leech shit. We fought for it.
We fought and stole the land from the people that already lived here.
We fought and conquered the land.
What conquering just means
which
you stole
they've been
something.
Hey, they've been conquering.
What is conquering?
They were conquering each other thousands of years before Americans arrived.
What does conquering mean?
Conquering means you go in, you move in, your tribe moves into an area. Now, it might be owned by another tribe, so they fight you for it. winner takes the land.
Yeah, conquering means to gain or acquire by force, which is another word
Right,
for
and that's
stealing.
exactly what we did.
Okay, if I go to your home and I force you out of your home, and because I have bigger guns than you, and I come with a 30,
before you do
if
that.
I come with a 30-man army and force you out of your home, and I conquered Steven's home, you wouldn't be upset about that, right?
Well, actually, you wouldn't have that many people left, and
yeah,
because I would fight back.
You ain't about that life, Steven.
Huh?
You ain't about
I would
that life.
fight back.
And you'd be done. I promise you.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would take her home. It would be my home.
You wouldn't.
And you wouldn't be allowed to be upset about that. Because you believe that you wouldn't be upset about that because you believe that conquerors should take what's
if you'd win, conquer. But you wouldn't.
Okay, so just confirming.
Because you'd bring your 30-man army. You do realize.
Yeah, you're not about that life.
You do realize the rednecks have a bad habit of shooting people.
You're not about that life. So if I came to your home and I took your home, you wouldn't call the cops, you wouldn't do anything. You'd just be like, okay, well, I lost. It's not my home anymore.
No, I'd walk in with your little 30-man army and blow you away. I would fight back.
And you would lose.
How?
Because like I said, you're not about that life. You're not about that life, Steven.
It'd be about 30 to 10.
You're not about that life, bro.
So it'd be about 3 to 1 odds.
I promise you're not about that life.
You what?
You're not about that life.
Actually, more about the shooting thing than you'd realize.
You're not about that life, Steven. I promise you. So just confirming, when we take your house, you won't care. You will just sit back and accept it.
I will be dead.
Yeah, but
that's the only way you're going to do it.
I promise you, we're not going to kill you, right?
But I'm promising you, I will.
You're not about that life, bro. I promise you.
What do you mean, not about that life?
I promise you, you're not about that life, bro. Promise.
You don't really know me, do you?
No, I promise you, you're not about that life, bro.
Yeah, I am.
I promise you. So when we kick you out of your house, let's up the ante, Steven. Let's up the ante. Let's say I have an army of 500 people, and our entire goal is to take your house from you.
Right. And I can guarantee you, the second you enter this house, it would vaporize.
Oh, you're going to blow up your house?
I would blow up my house more than give it to you.
I promise you would do that.
Yeah, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Why wouldn't I?
Because, Steven, the only people
I have nothing.
Steven, just
Here,
FYI.
I have nothing to lose at that point.
Steven, I'm going to cut the bullshit. You don't have a family? Or
No.
Are you taking your family out with you?
Huh?
Are you going to take your family out with you?
No, I don't have one.
Okay, great. You don't have
have
friends?
Nothing to lose at that point.
You don't got no friends. The only thing you're living for right now is your home?
Nope, not even that.
What do you live for?
I don't even know why I'm alive. I exist. That's the only thing I know. I take care of my pet deer, the kitties, the dog. That's my life.
Steven, I'm going to make a suggestion, okay? And this suggestion is like going to be the most honest thing that I've ever told anybody on any of these calls. Go to counseling.
I've been there.
Go to therapy.
Been there, done that. Didn't help.
There is no been there, done that. Therapy isn't a one-size-fits-all glove. You don't just stop it because it's not currently helping you redo the process. You find what works.
All I know is I'm happy when I'm left alone.
All right, bud. I mean, yeah, I think the crux of it is the reason he's so hateful is because he's depressed and he's sad. And so he takes that out on.
Thank you guys for watching, and shout out to my YouTube members. Their names appear on the side. Membership starts at $2.99 and gets you access to early videos, uncensored videos, and members-only content. Also, shout out to Tier 4 members Blaze and Yemye. Tier 4 members get to help choose debate topics, and their contributions go a long way to helping me create higher quality content for all of you. Remember to subscribe for your daily dose of leftist debates, and I'll see you in the next video.